Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous lecture, I explained about the introduction to the inventory control, what are the various types of inventory cost and what are the various types of inventory. And in today's lecture, I will start with the ABC analysis and we will see the different inventory models and example on the very most IMP inventory model. So first let us start with the ABC analysis. So in the organizations there are thousands of items having different unit costs, inventory holding cost, storage cost, lead time as well as usage cost. It is practically impossible to keep an eye on each kind of item and its stock. So, some management of inventory has to be done systematically such that inventory need can be fulfilled. The management has to pay more attention to items whose usage value is high and less attention to the items having usage value low. While ABC analysis is one of the inventory management technique which controls the inventory in the organization very efficiently. In this analysis, inventory is classified in three categories on their usage value, and these three category are shown in this, that is the A, B and C. Here the class A represents these inventory accounts the 70 to 80 percentage of the annual usage value. This is the annual usage value in terms of percentage. What are the annual usage? It accounts the 70 to 80%, and its quantity are 5 to the number of items or the quantity are 5 to 10%, and here it is 10 to 20% of the total inventory. In the class B, the inventory account 15 to 20% of the annual usage. Here you can see it is between 10% or 15% to 20% of the annual value, and its quantity is around 10 to 20% of the total number of items or inventory. And the third class is the inventory which accounts 5 to 15% of the annual usage value, and its quantity is 70 to 80% of the total number of inventory, which means the annual usage is very low but the amount of items that require is very large. So there are various steps to be performed for ABC analysis, in which the step 1 is to find the annual usage value of every item in simply by multiplying the annual requirement by its unit cost. Next step is to arrange these items in descending order of usage value, computing above. And step 3 is accumulate the total number of items and usage value. Fourth is to convert the accumulated total number of items and usage value into percentage of grand totals. And fifth number is plot these two percentage on the graph. On x-axis put the cumulative percentage of item, and on y-axis put the annual usage value. Mark the cutoff point x and y where the curve changes its slope, and divide the curve will give us the three segments, that is A, B and C. Under ABC analysis, an organization would devote much time and effort in controlling A, while the extra care will be taken for determining the minimum and maximum inventory and reordering level of the A item, whereas at least control is needed in the item C. A item is including the high value item, so the fixed order quantity method is used for ordering the item, while the C item is having the low value item, so they are therefore are followed by the bulk purchase order, and capital B items are usually placed order under the statistical control to attract the periodic control of management. So this is about the ABC analysis. Next, we discuss about the inventory models with deterministic demand. Before that, let me explain about the EOQ, that is economic ordered quantity. We all know that what is EOQ, economic order quantity. For that we require a graph, that is the cost versus order size, and order size. Now we know that as the holding cost, initially the holding cost is less, but as the time increases, as the order size increases, the holding cost increases with the time, while the ordering cost is maximum at the initial level, but with time it increases the, so ordering cost decreases. Now the combine of holding and ordering cost is called as the total cost. So here it will be the total cost curve, and the point where the ordering cost and holding cost are minimum and the total cost is least is called as, this point is called as economic order quantity. So this is the fundamental concept about the economical order quantity, at which the ordering cost and holding cost is same and the total cost is minimum. Now there are various inventory models. So let us discuss them one by one. The inventory model with constant demand and no shortage is allowed, which means demand is constant and no shortage is allowed, in which there are two types. First, demand is constant in all cycle, but the supply is also instantaneous. So whenever we have the shortage, we get the instant supply, while another thing is when the supply is non-instantaneous. And the C is demand is different, which means the different demand rate for different cycle, but the total demand for the planned period is known, which means the demand is known but the demand rate is different for different time period. As we can see that the demand in summer is different, winter is different, like that. Second model is inventory model with constant demand and shortage is allowed. In the first one the shortage was not allowed, here the shortage is allowed. So here first we keep the demand constant and the time of reorder cycle time is variable. So here due to shortage the reorder cycle time is variable, and another model is reorder cycle is fixed, and third one is inventory model with gradual supply and shortage is allowed. Shortage is allowed and there is gradual supply. Another inventory model is multi-item inventory control model with constraints, in which there is economic order quantity model with space constraint, model with investment constraint, and model with average inventory constraints, and EOQ model with number of order constraints. Fourth model is single item with quantity discount, in which EOQ model with all unit discount and incremental quantity discount is given. So there are this much numerous models for inventory control, but I will explain only one very important model and example on it. Before that, I will explain the usual terminologies or notations that we will be using in the example. So, the for optimum value to find, first we use the term that is capital C, that is the purchased or manufacturing cost per unit. Then there is CO. CO is the ordering cost or setup cost. Small r. R is the inventory carrying rate. Then CH is the holding cost, which is equal to C into R, the inventory carrying rate. CS is the shortage cost, which is rupees per unit time. Capital D is the annual demand, while Q is the ordering quantity ordered per order. Capital TC, which is the total inventory cost. Then TVC, that is total variable inventory cost. ROL, that is reorder level in units. LT, that is replenishment lead time. Small n is the number of order per unit time period. Small t is the time interval between successive orders. TP is the production time period, and RP is the production rate. So these are the usual terminologies. Now let us discuss first the demand, when the inventory model with the deterministic demand, and in which the inventory model with the demand is constant in all cycle and supply is instantaneous, which means there is instant supply. So here the graph, if we plot for the inventory level versus time, what will happen here? There is maximum inventory level at this point, suppose. So as the time goes on, the inventory finishes up, and here we get the instant order or instant supply. So we will have the instant order and instant supply. So this is the maximum inventory level, that is Q, and this is the reorder cycle. So here we start the uses of inventory and we will get the instant supply. Again we use the inventory and we will be having the instant supply. So the graph for this will be looking like this. So, and the half is the called as Q by 2, that is called as the average inventory level. The average inventory level, which is the half. Now here the demand is known and constant, no shortage is allowed, supply is instantaneous, replenishment of stock is instantaneous, lead time is 0, ordering cost and holding cost remain constant over the period of time, and the cost of item is constant over period of time. Inventory system pertain to single item. So this model is very basic model of EOQ. Despite of many unrealistic assumptions, this model helps in deriving subsequent model by removing some of the assumptions. Now the figure shows the behavior of inventory system during the given period of time. At the starting of the period, the inventory is maximum and it is termed as order quantity Q, capital Q. As the inventory level reaches to 0, order is placed, and as per assumption, the order we will get the instantaneous, and average inventory is Q by 2. So the quantity to be ordered depend on the rate of demand and the time period of the order cycle. So ordered quantity replenished in one inventory, that is Q is equal to D into T, demand into time. And the holding cost is cost occurring on the average inventory holding during that cycle. So CH will be the holding cost. CH will be is equal to Q by 2 into CH. Holding cost is equal to average inventory into carrying cost per unit time. This is the carrying cost per carrying unit time. You can see here it is, you can write it as a CC as well, carrying cost per unit time. And here it is Q is equal to D into T, so it will be dt by 2 into CH. Now considering the order cost is constant due to placing of order, so the ordering cost CO will be equal to T by Q into CO. So it is equal to CO by T. So the average total cost per unit time, that is C of T, is equal to D into T by 2 into CH plus CO by T. This will be minimum if the first differentiation is 0 and the second differentiation is positive. So differentiating the above equation, this equation will be differentiated, we will get the equation as T is equal to under root 2 CO by D into CH. So this is the optimum time interval. So optimum order quantity in unit is Q star. Optimum order quantity is given by demand into time, that is given by under root 2 CO into capital D divided by CH. Now based on the EOQ, the total variable cost TVC is equal to Q by 2 CH holding cost plus D by capital Q into CO, that is the ordering cost, and we know the value of CH and also the value of Q. So it will be optimum for the optimum value. So we can write down it as a, after if you put the value over here, the value of CH and Q will be the equal to this. So here we will get under root 2 COD into CH is equal to under root 2 CO capital D into C into R. If we consider that the cost of product, that total inventory cost, so the total cost will be equal to, total cost is equal to D cross C plus total variable cost. So it will be D into C plus under root 2 CO D into C into R. After simplifying, we can simply here write as it as a D into C plus D by Q into CO plus Q by 2 into C into R. Now let us take one example. Here a company uses 10,000 worth of an item during the year. The ordering cost are 25 per order, carrying cost is 12.5% of the average inventory value. Find the EOQ, that is economic order quantity, number of orders per year, then time period per order and total cost. So here the product of demand and unit cost is given, so it will be C into D is equal to 10,000. Then the ordering cost CO is 25 per order. Then the CH, carrying cost or holding cost, is 12.5% of the average inventory available. So EOQ, that is economic order quantity, is given by C into Q star. Here C into under root Q star, we know the equation, 2CO ordering cost into demand divided by 2 into C into small r. So we will get the equation as 2C into D into CO divided by R. As we know that the C into D is equal to 10,000, ordering cost is 25 and the rate is 12.5%, so it will be R will be equal to 0.125. After if we put the value, we will get the answer, that is the 2,000 rupees. So this is the economic order quantity. Now the number of order per year require, that is the small n, is the yearly consumption in rupees divided by the economic order quantity in rupees. So yearly consumption is 10,000 per year, so it will be 10,000 divided by 2,000. So the number of order required, which means the 5 orders per year, will be required. Next we have to calculate the time period per order. So T will be equal to the 1 upon N is equal to 1 upon 5. So it will be the 73 days. So after 73 days we have to order, and the total variable cost, or for finding the total cost we have to find the total variable cost. So it will be total variable cost, we know the equation, 2CO DCH, where we know that the CO is equal to 10,000, capital D is equal to 25 and CH is equal to 0.125. So the total variable cost will be 250 rupees. Then the total cost is equal to D into C plus total variable cost. So here it will be 10,000 plus 250, which is equal to 10,250 rupees. So this is the total cost. Let us take one more example. Company is presently buying an item of worth rupees 90,000 from a supplier at an optimum purchase policy at a discount of 1%. Presently the ordering cost is 100 per order and 20% as inventory handling cost of the average inventory level. the company receives another two offers from other suppliers. First supplier offer 5% discount if the order is placed twice a year, and second supplier offer 3% discount if order is placed in each quarter. Which offer company should accept? So before that, here the 90,000 is the order per year, so it will be yearly consumption, which is equal to the C into D is equal to 90,000. Next, here the ordering cost CO is equal to 100 per order. It is 100. Then the holding cost is 20% of the average inventory level. So EOQ is simply is given by the equation 2CD, or we can say simply CO into CO divided by R. So here the ordering cost is 100, CD is 90,000, R is equal to 0.20 as it is in percentage. So the EOQ will be 9487. Next, the total cost at the 1% discount. The total cost at 1% discount is equal to the Q by 2 CH plus D by Q CO plus C into D. Since the 1% discount is to be given, the holding cost is required to be calculated on the at the rate of 0.99, which is equal to the EOQ is equal to 9487 into 0.99, as 1% is discount is given on the, so the holding cost CH will be reduced to EOQ into 0.99, so it will be 9393. So the total cost at 1% discount, the total cost will be calculated by this equation. We know that the Q is equal to 0.20, and here here it is the economic order quantity, which means Q for 1% discount, and the holding cost will be the 20% handling cost, and the Q for the 1% discount will be 9393. So we will put the value 9393. CH will be equal to 0.20. Demand will be the demand, here it will be 90,000. CO ordering cost, which is 100. Q is equal to 9487, that is economic order quantity 9487. Then last C into D is the 90,000 into discount is considered, so 0.99. So the answer will be, total cost we will get as 90,988. So the first supplier offers 5% discount, and the second supplier offers the 3% discount. So for 5% discount, similarly we have to calculate at the rate of total cost at the rate of 5%. Same way we can calculate for 5%. We have to calculate the cost at 0.95. as the 5% discount is considered. So here the total cost at 5% will be 8997, while the total cost at 3% discount will be 89882.5. So here the total cost at 5% discount and the total cost at 5% and 3% discount. So we can see that the 3% discount cost is the less than the 5% discount. So the company should accept the second supplier offer, as it is beneficial in terms of long run. So here the total cost is minimum. So this is all about the economic order quantity and how we can calculate for different model. Thank you very much for listening me carefully. Have a nice day.